Vertigo is our first map of the series. Astralis ranked in number 4th at the moment, but a lot of people setting their sights on that number 1 spot. Astralis, the behemoth of Counter-Strike, and Complexity going up against them. They've got their satchel of stones, they've got their sling, and now ready to throw it towards the eyes of the giant.
Cool. Series number 1 of 175 over 26 days here kicks off with Zippy taking a little damage.
Rolling back straight away, not interested in early contact, doesn't necessarily buy him too much time, already up short. And towards the site they go. Molly to force them out into the site. You can see Zipex is burning a lot on that one, down to 11 before he can even start to fire his pistol off again. Config has taken down Magiski, faking it out. This is a ballsy fate, and Device has no issues in beheading him.
I'm not sure what the big play was there. Now their smokes have gone down. He already had to go for that plant, and now Poison, he'll have to do the same. But they're putting a couple of kills back in. Nice work from BlameF. That's a P250 towards the sandbag position of Dupree. Full control of this bomb. It's still 1 minute and 10 on the clock, but Obo goes down. That should be the round at this point. Zipex might confirm it. They know exactly what BlameF is. Nice try for Complexity, but needed to get that bomb down quickly while the smokes were present.
Yeah, Glaive got the jiggle info. He knows this one's still sandbag. Zipex just putting in the pressure. And Blame's smart. He knows that they're trying to bait for their teammates flanking. Oh, the timing's just not his best friend. Trying to draw the fire with the single shot. Astralis, look at the restraint they're displaying here. They know Blame's the one that has to move, and they're giving him nothing.
This is absolutely fine from BlameF as well. He knows they'll get impatient. They have to keep picking and maybe give him a chance. He probably doesn't win this round, but if he gets a kill, that's another $300. And we'll see if they want to give it to him at all here. He's only got 9 bullets left in the P250 after this, and it will be Dupree to close things out with a Glock. Nice work, no plant, and that's a big talking point because Config had all the time in the world to at least attempt the plant, went for the swing instead, and lost the bomb in a horrible position.
Yeah, it even got jumped forwards, so it was like right by the boost boxes.
Exactly.
Nasty.
So they're going to have to force buy here. There's Rush. Do you enjoy the first round there?
Oh, we can't hear him. Well, that's unfortunate.
He's got.
He pressed the wrong mic button.
Yeah, it's okay. He's got a round to observe now. We'll give him other buttons to press.
Thumbs up though. That's
Thumbs up from Rushley. He likes it.
He enjoyed the first round, and we're going to see a force buy here from Complexity. No bomb down, and Dupree getting ready for a push here.
Oh, this new connector Obo's in makes it much easier to cover the pushes of both bomb sites. So no longer towards the B site can you come into the lobby from the left and the right. It will just be the right as per the CT's angle. But that new connector will speed up rotation times and make covering off this lower section a little bit easier.
I think so. Config. Aggressive, of course. Throws a grenade in towards Device. Doesn't land, though. Dupree. Good smoke. Good time to control that. Dropped in Obo. Nothing he can really do about that. Looking for a gap in the smoke if possible. Doesn't find anything. And this is the new setup towards the B site. You can see the CTs now have a bit more cover, a few more options. You can do a 3-man boost behind Dupree as well to look towards middle. And there's no window anymore, most notably. So we'll keep track of that and see how it impacts the gameplay. Good nade.
Ooh, and they've got 2. Rush and Config, with their powers combined, do manage to draw first blood. SMGs are still favoring Astralis, though. These Deagle and Kevlar buys do pack a punch. Poison's even treated himself to a scout, does have the smoke should he require it for that close plant, opting for a second instead to the right-hand side of sight. And off they go. That's the cue. Obo smoking left. Poison smoking right, and the frag, this next frag will determine the victor. Poison's managed to find it. Glaive needs a multi-kill, and he's done a good job already. Triple kill, no less. Bullets do manage to suppress Config as well. It looks like Astralis have held them at bay.
I think you might be right there, Alex. A fantastic smoke there towards the A ramp. You can see the one-way effects coming through for Glaive there as he gets 3, making 4 kills with that UMP. Lots of money farmed up, and they've managed to send Complexity to the full eco here. $2,500 per player. Complexity don't really get close to the bomb site at all. That's 2 attempts towards A, and Glaive now taking his total up to 4 and 0. He'll get the M4 out, of course, drops over his UMP to the Device, and they're up against the Glocks P250s, no armor. As we'll see, BlameF and Rush with 2 HEs could use the same ones towards A. Again, I suppose, the boost boxes, but just trying to get the bomb down. That's going to be the main objective here as Complexity make the way again towards A. A bit more focus towards middle as well.
I wanted to actually take note early that Astralis are investing 2 players to hold and contest middle so far. We'll see and keep our eyes on how they choose to invest their CT resources, because middle, certainly more of a focal point now.
Absolutely true. Remember, no toolbox there. That's why you're going to see a lot more of the boosted position now. It's going to be pivotal actually winning these rounds. As we'll see, Glaive fend them off towards B. Now, they should be able to do this very cleanly, but there's a chance the bomb gets planted. Maybe not so much anymore as BlameF now on the ladder towards middle. We can see it now from his POV. There's no toolbox, no window. You have to focus really towards the construction area on the right.
What angles are you supposed to be holding?
Yeah. It's completely changed. It's a role reversal in middle. It was pretty useless for the T side before. Now it's everything.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It really is. A Trace Stunner Serenthus has got a smoke from T-Spawn to the
stunner
ramp.
smoke.
The stunner smoke, if anyone can throw it.
I don't like the stunner smoke too much because it still gives you the headshot angle of the sandbags, and I feel like there's a better smoke available eventually. But it's a good first smoke.
He had a good go. Something I didn't know about him until I started living with him temporarily is that he wakes up in the morning and just throws smoke grenades on servers.
Does he really?
It's all, he wakes up, he goes into dust 2 bots, he executes his nades, and then occasionally, calls us in with our morning coffee to appreciate his nades.
Now, I don't know how I know he doesn't remember them, but he tries, and that's the main thing here.
He finds them, though.
He finds the nades.
That's the first step.
Remember them. So in towards B we go, remember. T side now, a lot more difficult to break through, but Obo's found an opening. That's going to be Dupree removed now.
Yeah, I don't think he realized an individual had slipped on under.
Ooh, I like this complexity. You can see they've got their set pieces down for the new design B bomb site and the boost. It's good for 1.
Ooh,
maybe a second there, but Config will be down at 44. Still a chance here for Astralis, of course, in the 3 versus 4, but Config, you're right. I feel like he should have gone down there.
Zippy's in no man's land here. There's no cover. We will keep talking about this. The fact that he's just jiggling into this is so brave. The trade should come, but is he going to get away? Even able to dip on out. So that's good stuff from Zipex right there. Blame thinking better of rounding that corner. That new... What are we going to go with? Construction is the name for that position?
Construction, yeah, I think that's fine. Connect is going to be a bit too confusing. With
yeah, we need a name for it.
Could it just be called Drop? It's another drop of sorts.
Yeah, up
you can
and
go back
over.
up. Yeah, okay.
Like in Train, in 1.6, what we would call hump for connector.
Look at this, a new angle the device is working with, really underexposed. You can only see the tip of his head. And Blame with 3 to find and 30 seconds to do it. It doesn't look favorable, that's for sure.
One thing I will say about the B bomb side is, when I was on the T side especially, walking around the bomb side, like, these are actual viable fights now. It actually feels like they're aim duels that make sense. They're actually Counter-Strike encounters more than kind of strange kind of video game FPS angles.
I'm with
it actually
you.
feels like Counter-Strike now.
Before it was just like a cluster of smokes and Molotovs on a bomb site, hoping that you would find space and then be able to play post plants. Here, if you are the Ts and you're able to open up, you can take multiple different duels. You can get control of the lobby section. Then once you get towards the top of the stairs, you've got the landing point that you can take control of. Then once you take, you push and you want to go along the catwalk, that's another fight. But unfortunately for Complexity, they're still 4-0 down here. We need to see some innovative stuff come out of these guys here, with it being their map choice. That's what you want to expect.
Well, we've seen the smokes already. They've certainly got set pieces here, but Astralis, we know they're just going to be playing the bread and butter Counter-Strike here. Nothing too flashy required. Just going to be playing their own game. Going to be using that AWP to the best possible level. Device will be moving around. He'll mainly be focusing towards the A ramp, but his sort of play style, he likes to go towards middle. B bomb site. Just keep mixing things up. One of the most dynamic snipers in all of CSGO right now. And the best, to be fair, as well. We'll see him take his first shot there towards the old forklift. Zipex open things up. This is a bit of a partial buy from Complexity, but one that's not working out for them necessarily. Yeah,
I was interested what the plan was, because Blame had the smoke, and he just kind of threw it with a loose lineup to enable their cross to scaffolding. Didn't get them anywhere. Wondered what the intentions were. Still, Obo is going to be Molotov'd out, using their utility to buy them more and more time. And speaking of time, 50 seconds as Config has managed to get himself towards construction. That's a very powerful angle he can now hold. And Zipex in transition. No, the timing. Back turned, spotted, called, and there's so many members to find him. Exposed and eliminated. Dupree wraps it all up, puts a bow on it, and calls it 5-0.
Well, Complexity going to have to start showing us what you're made of at this stage. It will have the AWP for Poison, and as Alex stated in the pregame, it's been a map that's been controversial. AWPers like Zywoo can't really seem to find their footing on it.
Yeah, it has been a problem for the big green players. I think, all those smokes we were talking about in post-plant situations makes it very difficult for them to find impact, but to find opening picks, that should be doable, right? Yeah. That should still be a possibility
towards
here.
middle, especially. Yeah. I think that'd be a
like my focus. My list would be Device for CT AWPing and for T AWPing Kenny S. So far, we've seen both of those show great proficiency with the AWP on this map.
We haven't seen Complexity really go towards middle, though. This is more of the old meta, I'd say. Sure. I don't know how the map's going to develop, but for me, it looks like middle is a prime opportunity for the B splits. This is more standard, though. This is Complexity just working the default towards the A ramp, whether the smokes to go down or get shot through them as Device will find the first.
So that's the smoke Blame was throwing. He wants to sneak in, wait it out, and then crawl and catch the AWPer, but he was expecting it. Quick opener for Device. Same smoke. Astralis outcome. Gets his 6th frag.
Yeah. In-game leader of Complexity, 1-6 right now. Minute 10 remaining, but Rush, given the responsibility to pull this one back. He's looking towards sandbags, but do they even have the Molotov to get him out of there? They do. So they want to expend it here, though. Russian looking towards the sandbags right now, and he throws a grenade.
Yeah,
Zipex holds his nerve.
It's not like a complexity are operating under the assumption that it's clear. Make no mistake. And that flashbang, he doesn't jiggle on it, hoping to buy just a little more time. 40 seconds. Astralis know it, they can hear it, the pins are pulling, there's lots of steps, and still no one is acknowledging the sandbags. Zipex, now he chooses to strike, and with a back turn, Poison goes down, looking to survive, buy some time, the flash is good, and another frag for Zipex before he's felled. Bomb needs to be retrieved, bomb needs to be planted, and they haven't even got the frags to open up the site.
They are getting absolutely decimated out there, boys. Config left in a 4 versus 1, but Zipex, he has won the round single-handedly there. They don't check towards the sandbag position. They don't Molotov it. They don't even really look at it.
Those flashes were great, though, from Astralis, right? Because what they were doing was, because no one was... Teams are always going to be playing anti-flash these days, right? So if you were to throw a flash, Zippy pushes, maybe he gets one. But by biding his time and throwing out the flashes and nobody peeking, they're like, oh, there mustn't be anybody there. Maybe they jiggled for aggression. And then even his flash was perfect. It landed directly in front of the sandbag position. It wasn't going to blind him. And as he could swing out, they either have to look away from his flash or eat it. And if they eat it, they're completely blind and he should get a multi-kill. So great stuff there.
Really strong hold from Astralis. And this is the map pick of Complexity. As you can see here, it's considered to be a T-sided map. Not really sure where this version of the map is going. I would say actually lends itself to the T side.
Well, the stats back that up from Pro League, right? We had Vertigo played within Pro League and it was the highest T-side percentage win map of the 7. Now coming in here with these changes, I think if you look at it, you can see middle for the CTs. There's no cover now. So if you play forward, it should almost be all in. It feels like you should get traded from that. Now there's the new position with the construction, we're calling it.
But they're not even letting Complexity get near that. No. They're challenging very heads up.
And you can smoke and Molotov that position off. I've already seen a couple of those. Stunner also worked on a smoke for that one as well. But I think that the CTs, it should be easy or easier to push them off of these lines.
Well, for now though, a nice change. You've seen Device towards middle this time. Baiting in Mages. He actually gets caught out. And he is caught, but survives. The bomb goes down here. Device in the second shot in the AWP. And Blame F. A rough game for him so far. Doesn't get any better. And Obo. 1 versus 5. His teammates absolutely ruined towards middle. This aggressive nature from Astralis here. Just not giving up middle whatsoever.
Yeah, and the mix-up was just so perfectly timed. A nice catch onto Glaive. That will take one weapon away, but they've got cash for days.
So remember, Device was at the A ramp in the round previous. He got to get the kill through smoke towards Blame F. Then he's in towards middle, where they're all coming as well. I said he's a dynamic player who positioned himself in a different spot every single round, and we see him just stepping up there. 2 more kills found, and 7-0 on the board.
It's curious that Complexity have come out here in the early stages of their map pick and still don't have a round. I know like Astralis are good. I know I was still talking about them potentially being respected as the #1 team, but just to not see Complexity get any fight. One of the things, oh, here we go. Here's the fight. It's a change of pace.
It's a very fast one, and Russia's already found the first. Zipex, no funny business by the sandbags in round 8. He's been eliminated, but things might slow down. Still trying the wall bangs. Obo giving it a good shot.
How much damage does it do now?
A great question.
Yeah, I need to work that one out. I never really was going to get the wall bangs on this map. As Rush, he'll be finding his second frag of the round. Number 8 here, going to do the first 4 Complexity. Rush certainly seems to think so. Smoke goes down here, but Glaive, is he going to be flashed through? He actually sneaks in. Works out for him, gets a headshot, but takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's managed to get away as well. Quick strafe in towards the elevator position. Poison's trying to find the right angles. He knows the CT's lurking on the other edge of those smokes. There's still a minute on the clock. Poison will catch another bullet. 2 bullets, in fact. He's still alive and still planting, and now Blame's got another. Bomb does not go down. Glaive makes sure of that. A 2 versus 3. Still looks very good for Complexity, but Blamey needs that frag, and he's got another one. Glaive has single-handedly defended A so far.
This is a nightmare again. It's the bomb that's the problem. They can't get it down, but still a good chance here. 2 on 2. They have the HP advantage and need to recover that C4. Obo, he might find the kill that could do so. Going for the fake plant here and gets the final kill. It's the first round of the board for Complexity, but they had to really work for their Glaive. With 3 in total, wasn't quite enough in the 2 on 2.
Yeah. Wow, okay. That just felt there was so much harassment as they were even just trying to plant the bomb. The fact that they walked away with that. Astralis, you know, with no nades and not opting to play retake, that has to be the reason, right? There's no real avenue back in other than hitting shots. So being a little bit more desperate on the site, forcing the scramble, also taking away as many weapons from Complexity as possible. That plays in here. 7-1 up. You've got a decent bank built.
You've got a double AWP setup into round number 9 here. Dupree has been using the AWP more and more, especially in EPL Season 11. Saw him use it a lot, especially on the maps like Dust 2. Vertigo, didn't expect to see it, to be honest with you. We'll see what he can do here as Rush, not going to be barreling his way up towards shore this time. Waits for the aggressive nature of Zipex, who actually takes maximum damage there from a grenade, I think.
Yeah, that bounces off his forehead and straight into his top pocket, down to 39. That's going to hurt. Definitely leaves a mark. Device, though, bringing his AWP over towards A in the standoff with Rush. This is a duel. Oh! Device wins every day is how that sentence was supposed to end, but he does not.
Well, you can see significantly less damage on the wallbang there. Device got hit twice, I think, and took about 15 damage. So, towards A again. Opening kill, I would say, should be landing in favor of Device after that first encounter, but here's the smoke towards the bomb side. Just trying to bait out grenades, I would say.
It's a bad smoke unless it's more deliberately just to completely lock off short. It's not the plant smoke you normally see. Zipex is ahead of it, isolated admittedly. Get flashed in for some info. 40 seconds. Where is that bomb? It's still in the lower level, actually. On the back of config.
30 seconds, the smoke's coming in again. They have had a really rough time trying to get the C4 down here. Hasn't really been planted at all. Good grenade, does a lot of damage there, and Zipex might be in a prime position to get 3 kills.
They knew it. It was such an optimal angle. They just spree fire it. Config's got them the frag they need, but Glaive not again. 3 out of 3 defending A. Can he convert? Looking good. Device has found another. Traded, but Poison and Blame do arrive exactly when they need to. Bomb needs to go down now. Dupree remaining silent. Doesn't have the Molotov in time. Way too late. Bomb will go down, and they know where he's coming from. Poison hits the wall bang. Complexity find 2 in a row.
I thought it was done there. When Glaive came back online and Rush missed the trade kill, it looked like they were actually done for. But Poison, we're wondering whether he can step up with the AWP. He managed to get 3 kills there.
Yeah, you can already see as well the ramifications of changing that wall from wood to now something like the metal, so less damage is done. Before, the CTs in that position would either be spammed or Molotoved out of place. Now, without the spam, the molly's only lasting that 7-second period. If you're unable to react, if you get caught back by their smokes, that means they can reinitiate, sit in those positions. You can see just how janky it was to try and clear Glaive. You're worrying about players in the boost towards CT, and now you're having to worry about that alley position as well. Be a misnade there, but won't be end of the world.
Cool Molotov.
Yeah, going to give them B control here, but Obo, they'll be leading the charge up against Dupree on the main AWP this time. It's Device has gone for the M4A4. You can see this chain bomb side now. It's a lot flatter. Config working towards middle, flashbang from his teammates. And in terms of mid presence, not much there actually from the CT side.
This could be what they're looking for, right? Some deep smokes off to either side.
They have conditioned them somewhat. Matus has been super aggressive, boosted up almost every single round. Device there sometimes as well. Now he's actually going to be tested in a default when they have to come through middle. Good flashbang, Config, opening kill, focusing towards get to this construction position.
Oh, baby, this is feeling like that mid-B split you were talking about, Hank. But Dupree, he's standing his ground. He sees an elbow exposed, but Obo from behind. He strikes 2v2. Obo looking for another. He knows there's another defender. Device on quad. Much more open now and running out of chances. Obo relocating. Zipex in the meantime does force him into a 1 versus 2. He's got to do it all, and Device makes it work.
That looked a bit silly, didn't it? Just how it's just dancing left and right and constantly around the pillar. There's a lot of angles here that the players aren't going to be hugely familiar with. They'll have looked at them, they'll have practiced them, they'll have spoken about them, but just, you know, that regimented of taking those fights from practices won't be there. That Dupree angle, that's one that we don't see that fight.
Were you hoping, or do you think Complexity were hoping that Astralis be caught off of this sort of pick?
I think so.
They were trying to just catch them out with their pants down a little bit.
It worked for the first
game of the tournament.
Yeah.
Didn't really work out, but it's still early stages here, but it is a T-sided map and they're down to an eco, so bear that in mind.
We don't know how this one's going to shape up, right? So historically, it's a T-sided map, but maybe with these changes, it could just swing.
We have no idea, I suppose, and that's going to be Glaive finding the bomb. Call the rotations in, boys, and Glaive gets away again. How does he keep slipping away every single time? They can't take him down, and Mages, he'll be looking for all the frags here. Gets the bomb down once again, but Config does find an opening. They always seem to find a way of these deadly Desert Eagles.
Yeah, we had Obo save a round, Poison save a round. Now it's one of Blame and Config's turn, but that nade looks destined for Blame. Ouch! Yeah, I think he's going to be pointing fingers, that's for sure, towards Astralis. 3v2, and they've only got themselves 31 points of health to work with between the two of them.
All right then, what have we got planned? We've got Incendiary, a couple of M4s, and only Blame left with Kevlar here. Config is 16 HP. Bomb on his back as well. He would do very well to get this down. So, the boys can use their time here. I'm sure they're speaking Danish at this stage as well.
Safe assumption, yeah.
Just stretching the legs a little bit. Just going to be making their way forward. It's one of these rounds, they They shouldn't win it here. They're going to have to take something remarkable, like an amazing headshot to open things up. Not going to happen, unfortunately. Low HP, just waiting for a CT.
Could I just note as well that Device was already positioned in the perfect distance for the typical molly on boost, so that he could still hold that line on ramp. And okay, Config did meet his maker in the smoke. It looked like for a second he could have caught Glaive off guard, but you have to get up pretty damn early to get the in-game leader of Astralis off his perch. He's on 16 frags. He's having a mad one. We'll see how those frags came in. I really like the nade. You see it just pop there before Obo went down. That was thrown by the short player. Bounces off the top corner and does inflict great damage. This is what I was talking about. Look at Device's position. He was waiting there. It wasn't as if he was forced into that position and the molly barely touched him.
Well, that was the eco from Complexity. We do have 5 AK-47s. Now, bear in mind, one of the only rounds they've really picked up so far was by virtue of the AWP of Poison. So we're not going to have that once again. Another default towards the A side of the map. You can see they've only really challenged middle a couple of times. The Device gets the opening kill once again. Poison, the AK, took the challenge, gets a lot more than he bargained for. And back towards middle they go potentially here. They've been locked out.
That angle that Device was opting for looks so foreign. He's found it. He knows it. And wins it. Angle from Magisk, however, is taken down. It looked so good for the CT, but Config, he's got that mechanical ability and does manage to behead him.
Well, they lose the first pick, but like we mentioned, back towards middle makes a lot of sense. A lot of options for the T's there. Before, they didn't really. The B window is just too much to deal with. There wasn't really a B split opportunity either.
It was clunky as well.
Remember, we used to have the door there. Yeah. Now we've got the construction area. It changes
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like this iteration of it. It's my favorite so far. I think the B bomb side especially makes a lot of sense to the T's. And we'll see if that actually rings true now. They can win this round for sure. You can see one player holding towards the B bomb side is Dupree. He's got the AWP right now. If he gets flashed, taken down, they've got the B bomb site. It's theirs.
And off we go. Glaive looking to use that smoke to reposition to a more aggressive line. He's hearing the steps. He's confirming it's an assault, and Dupree's already hit the first on the cross. Could be a second on the cards, but not today. Glaive's trying to rat it, trying to nutmeg through the smoke. They're aware of it, and Blame spotted, converts it. That frag could very well determine the round. Zipex is the one to fight back for Astralis, and he takes the duel and loses. All onto one man. Device thrown into a 1 versus 2 clutch, and he can't even pull the trigger. Blame securing the double. And with the powers combined, Rush and Blame secure the third.
There it is. A very powerful third round as well, considering what's going to do to Astralis' finances going forward. You see Dupree at 5,300 here. They pretty much have to eco, so this should be the 4th guaranteed as well. Oh, Dupree goes to the AWP. Okay. They could have, I guess they would have been bottom of the barrel with a lost bonus, so he's gone for an AWP. Deagles, are they fully investing?
I think they'll probably buy out the rest of the game from this point forward, you would say, right? So...
Well, Device gets himself 650 residual cash and go for a helmet. Definitely got a chance of winning this, but Dupree will have to step up. Zipex with the scout, nails the shot. Obo just kept completely removed there. And do they continue with their campaign towards A after that first fantastic encounter?
It's a full buy, Henry. They've only got a scout, and Zipex still takes the aggressive line. That's nuts, and that's an opening frag that is going to really echo throughout the rest of this round. Poor old Obo, his 12th death, and he's forced now to watch his... Ooh, good wallbang damage. Still relevant, that's for sure. Rush chipping away at Device.
Remember, this is the force buy from Astralis here. A scout headshot to open things up. Zipex falls all the way back, and now they've got them on the ropes here. Do they go back towards middle? Old Faithful. Rush dropping the usual smoke. They still could go back to the other side of the map here. But it looks like they're going to commit. The one-way smoke down from the CT, so we saw that before from Glaive. Can he make it work again?
To avoid the one-way, you have to go towards the back of the ramp, but Zipex is the one to catch you through the smoke. He's got another with the scout. There was 2 Zoom Bangers out today. Zoom Banger Light, however, is the one to be doing the damage. Double from Zipex. Still haven't seen Dupree's AWP, and there's another 3, 4 from Zipex in total. Screw the bloody AWP. He's going to do it with the scout. 10-3.
They've managed to upgrade as well. They've actually gone in with Deagles, an AWP and a scout, and left with AK-47s, double AWPs, and a Desert Eagle from
They need to change the name of the scout, I think, or the sound effect. Because I think it strikes like a cobra, right? It's real quick. It's just that's the noise it should make every time we make a shot with it. Yeah. Because you're so mobile and agile with it, you're constantly moving around, you hit some absolute bangers, and well, then you force them to take a tactical timeout.
It is a cool weapon.
You have to make it so it's like it's steam operated, and that way you get your hiss, but it still fits with the...
Okay.
So it's like a steam operated, non-futuristic proprietary sniper rifle that goes tss.
That fits in the modern game.
And of course, all the weebs that play CS will like it because it's kind of steampunky.
We've stopped watching anime recently.
We
We have
have
to get back into it, I think. We've
involved.
really let ourselves down.
We have. It was a good month.
Should we start on season 2 of Attack on Titan?
I have not watched season 2 of Attack on Titan, so
Yeah,
yes,
let's
could
start
definitely
there.
do that.
There we
Gave
go.
me some nightmares, man.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a very strange show, but it's one I like. I
And
enjoy.
nightmares perhaps on the way for complexity as they walk with Deagles
the worm now.
towards B.
Twinkle toes.
All 5 of them having a walk, and looks like
Oboe.
Dupree's going to crash this walk with the big green. Flash and a miss. Here we go. Space found for complexity. The Molotov's late, and oh dear. Glaive's going to have to do something, and he has. Dupree alongside him for the ride. Just 2 remain. Shell-shocked and flashed. Poison's gone down to the Deeg, and it's all Zipex. Flashbang assists across the board.
So while we're naming places, that area on the left where Glaive just got that kill, do we want to call that Shelf?
Shelf was, yeah, we had that originally. We got a short nowadays. So
Can you drive
Shelf
us there,
works.
Rush? Can you drive us to Shelf?
Right here, the wooden board. I
No,
think it is.
Rush. The
This
new
shelf?
thing on the left.
That thing?
Yeah.
Over here. Yeah.
Hard
okay.
left.
Hard left, yeah, by where window was.
Yeah, we'll call that Shelf.
Sure.
Yeah, don't worry.
Is he trolling us?
that's
He
what
is,
we're
he is.
talking
But that's what he's all. That's why Rush is here. He's
his
like a
whole
comedian. He's like the jester. He's juggling.
Yeah. Double upset to close things out here. And we do have 5 AKs of complexity. Poison had 1 good round of the orb, but that's about it. About what we expected, to be honest with you.
Device?
Aggressive. A Fnatic do this a lot. This pick towards middle on the CD side of Vertigo. Unfortunately, they're not feeling comfortable. We'll just start to edge back here, but plenty of players on the other side. Device holds a tighter angle. And no toolbox anymore, dodging the flashbangs here. And he is alone. Hits 2.
Oh.
Make it 3.
Oh, the nade didn't take Flame down. Just a little shrapnel into his ankle, down to 2. Whew, okay, living to fight another day. So technically a 4v4, but Rush and Blame feeling a little worse for wear. Getting their sick note written up. Last round of the first half, first map of our road to Rio. This is going to be so hard to break B. They've tried it multiple times. You've just got to try and shut down this AWPing line. Dupree, he'll take 1.
Oh, it looks so good for Dupree here, Alex. I don't see a world they give this one up. The flashbangs are decent, though. But Glaive, he's been unstoppable. 20 kills to his name. Final round of this first half now. Looking to mow them down once again. It'll be Mages to open things up with a double kill. Make it a triple. And Poison, he's left now with the same task ahead of him. Needs 3 kills in total, but Molotov's flying in. It's going to be 12-3 on Complexity's pick. We will take a break at halftime, Alex, but it's not going to look good for Complexity whatsoever. Hopefully, they get their act together. We'll be right back.
Last time that I really felt fine. Now I'm trying to rewind. Cause lately I've been feeling kinda hazy, like I'm stuck in a daydream, and you're not here to save me. Down and out, I hit the floor. All is fair in love and war, but I can't do this anymore, no, no. Don't take me to a place I know, somewhere I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby, you feel like home. flawed. All is fair in love and war, but I can't do this anymore. No, no. So take me to a place I know, somewhere where I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby you feel like home.
ESL 1 Road to Rio continues. First game, Astralis Complexity, and it's 12-3 at the half. It seems that Complexity's punish pick has been punishing, but not for their intended target.
It was a weird one. We barely saw the bomb go down at all,
True.
Alex. In the entirety of the 15 rounds, Complexity, you'd think with their map pick, it being the first time we've ever seen Vertigo played with Keita as a coach, Chad.
Yeah.
We were expecting the executions, the smoke.
A lot more to middle and B, for sure.
We didn't really see it at all. It was a very flat kind of default approach to them. Even when they're going towards the middle area, you'd think they'd have to stun a smoke down, for example. They're just dry peeking. And admittedly, it worked a few times for them. That's all that was working for them. Convict hit a few good shots. If Poison had a round, we got 3 kills with the AWP, sure, they're going to win it. But they didn't seem to have sustainable strategies.
And this now brings back into question the honeymoon period discussion that we would all have been having traditionally. We've kind of shifted away from that within recent times. But let's get this pistol round underway here. And one thing to note is Glaive is on the Tech 9.
And people are missing nades left and right, taking extra seconds to make sure their nades work and device straight through middle. He's working fine.
Oh, the Molotov there was a lot of fun, that's for sure, but this is not for Complexity. Rush now needs at least 2 kills here as they try and probe towards B. They don't have to fully commit, but in they come. Burst fire on the Glock here, and it might be taken down. 5 versus 1. Good luck, Poison, my friend. He's towards the elevators right now, smoked off, but he does get a kill back, but he gives up his position. Bomb down, it could be the game already. Complexity only get 1 kill.
How are you getting into the site now?
I don't know.
Like, this is impossible. That was really good from Astralis. They steamrolled middle. They took advantage that the CTs had to be passive with the pistols. They had good flashes. They go up close and personal. Once you get control of that construction position, you completely isolate the B players from any rotators that can come on through.
That's what we wanted to see, though.
Exactly. Well, Astralis, there's a reason that we still say that these guys are potentially the best team in the world.
Like we said, we've played this map a lot. It seems obvious that middle is now the new focal point from the T side.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like there's no toolbox there now. They can only be boosted or deep AWPing towards the CT spawn area. You smoke those off, which you can passively. Then you take middle. That should be the objective in terms of a default, in my opinion. There shouldn't be a ramp every single round like we saw from Complexity. That's the old Vertigo.
I think that's going to be more of like an AWP duel, perhaps, at the start of rounds, more defaulty.
You can let the CTs continue in the old meta to dump all their utility towards their ramp because we know they have to use it to stop you pushing up, right? And you can put your focus elsewhere.
Oh no, that's horrible. Poison trying to make the play, goes early, and the nade does look promising. Doesn't find Zipex. Blame, he's looking for a way out of this. Nades are coming hot on his tail, and they're already down 62. Rush keeps his teammates safe. The leader still trapped behind that smoke. He could... Oh, he's maneuvering around it.
That was the bomb as well. So Glaive maybe overstepping the mark there, but it should be okay. We'll see Magis pull one back. That's Blame F being removed from the sandbags finally as things start to subside somewhat for Astralis. The pressure being released as Device gets himself 2 headshots. Same spray. And Obo left at another 5 or 4 versus 1 this time. So a little bit better than the pistol round, but not much because they fully invested here.
Yeah, big problem right now for Complexity. Look, you're going to hear us say this a lot, ladies and gentlemen, when the scorelines are like this and it's looking very bleak. This one's probably done and dusted, this map here. Complexity haven't come with a lot of fight in this one. We could see a couple of ideas, but when you have Glaive top fragging, that's when you know that everything is going well for Astralis because he can read your plays. I've been watching him move around the map. You throw a couple of smokes and flashes, you have a couple of good ideas. He already is 1 step ahead. He knows what your reaction is, he knows what your gap is, and he's playing to that right now.
Right.
Obo's playing with his deagle.
He's going to smoke the bomb, make things uncomfortable, maybe get a few more kills, but apparently not. It's going to be Device finding it. Remember, that was the force buy from Complexity. Might have to do the same here again because they cannot recover a 15-3 scoreline. So full eco is not an option. Force buy is a nightmare. It really has all gone wrong at this point, as we'll see the replays here from Zipex. Nothing too exciting to report, but Poison flashed off. Didn't really have much to say in this round, other than this map, to be honest with you.
Quite a sensational double kill lining up for Device, just made the rest wrapping up nice and easy. So let's keep our eyes on Astralis and what their intentions are for round 18. Or it looks like they're going to be storming into middle, and so were the CTs. And actually, USP's working out relatively well. There's more where that came from. They tried to overwhelm Magisk here, and he's trying to keep his nerves steady, and it's worked out wonderfully. The three of them do manage to keep them at bay, and no weapons will be preserved.
Right, now just 12 rounds in a row, boys. On our CT side, it's our map pick. Take each round as it comes. Hope for the best.
Every round is winnable in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Blame has picked up the AUG. I'm going to be interested to see how that one plays on him. We've been talking a lot about the Krieg. That one, I think, it could still be viable, but only for very passive lines,
Have you
I
taken
would
the
say.
new standing accuracy from the AUG for a spin?
I haven't. I have not yet. So I want to see how Blame does with it. He's well, much better than I, but maybe he could show me if the AUG still has something left in the tank.
I've heard from people, word of mouth suggests that the standing accuracy has made a considerable improvement for the weapon. Without using the scope, it's worth noting that the scope is now significantly worse, actually, the inaccuracy higher. But using it as a rifle in the same way you would the M4, it holds more weight now. It's a viable alternative. Let's see what they got for B. Astrali's got lineups in store for us.
Thank God.
Yeah, this is more like it. This is what you want to see.
Yeah.
You've got B control, and then you're going to have full execution there. Where do these smokes land, though?
Are they going into B or... Yeah, okay, so one's...
Oh, look at this. This is more like it.
There we go.
They've been in the lab, boys.
Zonic, a smirk on his face, and we can see Obo dealing well with the first challenge. Glaive's gone down. He'll be coordinating things from the sideline now, and can see an update from the games that are happening simultaneously to this one there for Group A. Config's burning will extinguish. He's under a lot of pressure now. Dupree has the sight, and they're going to be throwing out the molly of their own creation, as we do see 2 versus 5 established. Just Device now. Looks like Complexity will live to fight another day. Device to clutch a 1v5. I mean, he's good. But
I think he's going to do it.
I
actually think he's going to do it.
The flash is too strong, surely. There it is.
If he wasn't blind, there was a chance.
Yeah,
If he didn't miss those shots, Henry, there was a chance. I just want to, while we had that note up on screen there are obviously streams running simultaneously. You just got the highlight right there. Alex told you at the start of the day. But also, if you want a little result update from ENCE versus Fnatic, ENCE are currently beating Fnatic.
That's what we like to see.
Well, is it? Depends on if you're an ENCE fan or not, but the scoreline is 11-6. So I don't know if any knife kills have happened or revolver frags, but I'm sure we can check into that later down the track. That's Dust 2, which is the map choice of ENCE.
Okay. So keep our eyes on that one. For now, we're looking for the conclusion of Astralis Col, and a lot of people would expect to see Complexity convert this one rather... not convert this one. We're expecting to start setting our sights on Nuke, and Config's already lost his life. Could very well be the beginning of the end. Obo thinks otherwise, though. A good spray connecting keeps it level.
Yeah, they needed that, that's for sure. And this AUG firing off bullets now. Flame trying to inflict some sort of damage here, but the grenades, they actually could be pretty promising. Not so much. Zipex only takes 9 damage, and the Molotov towards the corner will send them packing here. The CTs might have to go back to more defensive lines with the swing from scaffolding. Is that coming through? Indeed it is. And Blame F makes the AUG work. Only good for 1, though, and it's up to Rush here. 3 versus 2, 1 minute 15 on the clock. They can recover the bomb. Glaive and Zipex with smokes, flashes, and probably the 2 most capable clutch players on the team right now. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, I'm very interested to know. So Glaive's obviously coordinating this one, piecing this one together. So let's just see what their decision-making is. He's opted for ladder, and he's leaving Zipex towards the B stairs. So it could be somewhat of a mid-B pincer between the 2 of them. Requiring some hero plays, though.
Yeah, they've got the smokes, remember. So if they can smoke towards the construction area, that'd be fantastic. Nullify the CT point.
Yeah, we just saw them throw it, right?
Yeah, we'll see whether this is... Oh, Obo goes away at the worst possible time. So that enables Glaive to get mid-control now. He comes back. Oh, it's going to be close, but Glaive nails it. Smoke down towards elevators now. They've got a chance here towards B.
Yeah, it's wide open. Zipex is going to walk on in. He's even got the bomb. Oh, it's working so well. Poison to rotate. Bomb plant for B stairs.
So they have got the kits, an incendiary, but Zipex, this looks too good. Poison, aware of the potential push, but down he goes. And there's construction, and will be Zipex to close things out. 16-4, a fantastic performance there from Astralis on Complexity's map pick. They didn't turn up to this one whatsoever, and they're surely not going to look much better on Nuke. We'll see, and we'll catch you after the break for the analysis section.